Hey everyone, Jack and Fantasy Can here. Welcome to this week's episode of Rankings. Just wanted to remind you guys before we get started, the link to the full rankings is in the description, so please check on that to see the full in-depth list instead of just the top 10 guys here. And so let's start it off with quarterbacks. So as normal, Mahomes is number 1, Breeze at 2, Phillip Rivers at 3, Andrew Luck at 4, Roethlisberger, Goff, Wilson, Brady, Newton, and Deshaun Watson at the end. A big matchup this week are the Chiefs and the Chargers. The two quarterbacks are both on this list, Phillip Rivers and Patrick Mahomes, and both of them are looking to have some pretty good games. But there's one I want to talk about more than the other, and that's Phillip Rivers. Rivers has shown that time and time again he's always able to make the Chargers compete, and he's always been really good at being able to match performances that the other offenses are giving him. And I think that he's going to be able to do that this week, especially with all the weapons that they have. Keenan Allen will probably have a big game. Melvin Gordon, if he's playing, will have a good game. Hell, Mike Williams might even get a little love. Phillip Rivers looks like he's going to have a great week this week, and that's why I have him so high as opposed to normal. Going into running backs, we're starting off with Todd Gurley, Saquon Barkley, Ezekiel Elliott, Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, Phillip Lindsay, Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb, Leonard Fournette, and Dalvin Cook. And I'm really starting to like Dalvin Cook, especially because of the past 3 weeks that he's putting over more than 10 points each week. The matchups for his next 2 games are looking pretty solid, and I don't see why they wouldn't give a guy with a hot hand the ball. Cook's looking like he could do something big pretty soon. Heading our top 10 wide receivers, we have Michael Thomas, Antonio Brown, Hopkins, Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, Keenan Allen, Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyreek Hill, Adam Thielen, and Amari Cooper. So there's a top wide receiver that recently hasn't been doing as well as he normally does, and I feel like I have to address that, and that's DeAndre Hopkins. The past 4 weeks, he hasn't put up over 10 points. Now, he also hasn't put up anything below 7 points, so really, he's still a person that you have to start every week. It's just a matter of time for when he's going to have his moment to just kind of push through and either have a big game or just figure something out. But the next 2 games that he has to play are both pretty good matchups, and for the Jets, he should be able to do something pretty big. Hopkins should be able to bounce back really soon and in this game against the Jets and produce for you in the playoffs, so don't worry. Starting with tight ends, we have Kelsey, Ertz, Gronk, Ebron, Kittle, Cook, Samuels, Njoku, Brait, and Hooper. Now, Gronk's been someone who just hasn't been himself lately. This whole season, he's really had a rough year. Recently, he's been okay, except for the one 2 weeks ago where he put up around 2 points. He's just been really inconsistent, and it's really been kind of tough for Gronk. I think he should have a good week this week, but the thing is, if he doesn't at this point, he can no longer be just a questionable elite tight end. You just can't have that right now. Lastly, looking into defenses, we have the Texans, Ravens, Jags, Bills, Vikings, Seahawks, Bears, Rams, Titans, and Broncos. Thank you guys all for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Check out our website. We have links to everything in the bio. Make sure to follow us on our social medias. We have Instagram, Twitter. Share this with your friends who need some fantasy advice, and good luck in the playoffs.